Hello and welcome to World Spirit Updates. My name is Roy Fensom and I try to bring you the best of the best being out there as stallholders, and hopefully you can, if you're interested in spiritual or health or wellness, then you are tuning into the right channel, so to speak, to find out where these people are going to be. February is a reasonably slow month, but we have a few items coming up, and we're always welcome to look at new friends and new people and new markets. So if you're out there, please share with your friends and family and let them know that if they're going to look for something on the weekend or during the week, in the way of a presentation or a class, that they can tune in here and just catch up with some of the ones that are going on. We don't always get all of them, and sometimes we get a rush, and sometimes we get absolutely next to nothing. It just depends on what's happening in a month and who's planning to do their classes and presentations. So if you have friends and family, just let them know. Even if they're interstate, let these people know. It's always good to have our broadcasts go as far as we can throughout Australia. We're trying to encourage more people in the state so that we can have a better understanding of who's doing the major fairs and who's doing major healing, as well as who's doing classes that they might bring here to South Australia. So just, if you know somebody in the state, give them a bell, give them a buzz, and let them know that we're alive and kicking, and they can broadcast on this particular channel just by emailing me at roy@moonandmask.com.au. Now, Saturday evenings, it's generally every second Saturday, so not this coming Saturday, but the following Saturday. Luke Elijah will be doing his readings from Singapore. Now, Luke is based in Singapore, and he is a healer, a reader, and he does a multitude of spiritual groups and classes. He goes all over the world. So there's aspects there that even I'm not aware of. He started the wellness group in Singapore, and now it's gone pretty much worldwide. So he's a very good reader, very energetic. So if you're interested in having a reading from Luke, I'm trying to think what he is aiming at. Last week it was twin flames and relationships. So just watch out after Saturday and check out my Time TV live for the broadcast that Luke will be doing from there. Now, if you happen to know, or you are doing a course or a presentation or going to a market, please let us know, and we will do our best to promote you on here. We don't do money values, so it's no use saying it's going to cost $50. All we will do is put up your presentation, your class, or the market that you're going to. Perhaps you have a product that everybody wants, and you can mention the product, but prices are off the list. That's for them to contact you and let you know that you're interested in whatever it is that you're putting out there for the public to pick up on. So anybody out there knows somebody, let them know that we're here and what we're doing. Now, Mondays and Wednesdays, we have the Oracle Room broadcast. Now, this is Tracy Fredericks and Kim Kushney. They run the Oracle Room in Salisbury North, and Monday evenings at 9:30 and Wednesdays at 11 o'clock in the morning, they do readings. And if you're interested and want to catch up and just looking for a position where you can get a quick feedback on what's happening in your life, or perhaps a little bit of advice, or a little bit of inclination as to what's happening in your life and where to go from where you are, then tune in on Monday nights and Wednesday morning to get some insight into where these things are happening. Now, at the moment, that will be broadcasting on my TV live World Spirit channel. We've been having a few problems with the internet, so we're going back to that until we've sorted them out, and then we will be going back to broadcasting worldwide. Because a lot of these broadcasts will go to binge TV throughout the world. So it's an opportunity if you're out there and you want to get known to get in on the broadcast and make sure that you've got all the necessaries, the microphone, the lighting, the background. Try for event echoes, you've got good internet or something like that, then give us a bell and let us know you're interested in doing the broadcast, either on a regular basis or a monthly basis. There is a cost included, but it's well worth the effort. Once you get up and running, you do get known, and there's a lot of people out there that will tune in on what you're doing. So to be kept appraised of what we're doing and the people that are out there, we do ask that you type update when you come onto the broadcast, either in replay or when you're tapping in live. It's always good to just let us know where you're from and just type in update so that we know you're interested in keeping up with where everybody is. Now, normally at this time of the night, everybody's having tea, so I catch most people in the replay, but I always look forward to anybody dropping in, saying hello, and if you want to come on, you're welcome to come on. We can drag the show out a bit longer. Never a problem. Now, also on Wednesday evenings, we have Healing Within with Eliza Richter. Now, Eliza does sound healing. She does light language. She does meditation. She does some massive things. But on the Wednesday night, we try to find people who are in need of healing. And then towards the end of the month, we get you on live to have a live healing. So that's always interesting. And there's crystal bowls, Tibetan bowls, chimes, and the like are all involved, as well as Eliza doing her light language. So if you've never heard light language, tune in to Healing Within 7:30 on a Wednesday night. At the moment, that will be on my time, my TV live World Spirit, but it may later go back to my time TV. So keep that in mind. Excuse me. And of course, there's the World Spirit update every Friday night. Now, if you are doing a fair, a market, a presentation, or a class, and you're looking for people, if you're looking for people, you need to get in reasonably early and at least a month ahead from when the class is going to be on. And let us know, and we'll put it up on the update and try and get as many people as we can interested in helping you out and bringing in new sources of people and business for you. So just consider that and send a message to roy@moonandmars.com that you've got something coming up or a class coming up, and I'm sure that we will be able to put it up there for you. Now, also Thursday nights, we have a sound healing meditation at St. Clement's Church in Blair Athol. That's on Main North Road, the corner of St. Clement Street. It's in the rooms there. We can take up to about 20 odd people. It's very low in cost. So if you're interested in having a sound healing or meditation, which is related to working on chakras, auras, the endocrine system, as well as meditations just to take some of the stress out of your week, get on to moonandmask.com or facebook.com/moonandmask, whichever one suits you the better. I'll put that in the comments, so that if anybody is interested, they can always just tune in and have a look. There will be an event there to allow you to just link in and see what's happening in that area. Now, as well as this, we have, as I said, Eliza does a multitude of things. Eliza Richter does a meditation and sound healing course down in the Henley Henley and Grange areas. It's normally in the community centre there, but they have been doing some work down there. So if you're interested and in the Henley and Grange areas, I'm going to put that up on the comments as well. You are more than welcome to check out that particular event and come down and experience Eliza's meditations and sound healing. Eliza has a lot of other stuff going on as well, soul sound healing. She does readings. There's a multitude of things that Eliza does. So it might pay to just type in Eliza Richter into the Facebook page and get onto her page and find out what else she's doing. Now, on the 23rd of February, not very far away, only a week away, I think, you can go to the Adelaide Health and Wellbeing Experience at the Trinity Church on Goodwood Road. They have a regular monthly event down there. And Eliza normally shows up. She'll be bringing pyramids and a very large Tibetan bowl that you can stand in. So if you've never been inside of a Tibetan bowl, it is something to experience. So take the time to call in there. And there's probably generally around the 10 to 12 people down there who have their stalls, there's healing, there's reading, there's generally some very good food, coffee and the like down there. So just call into there if you happen to be in the area and looking for something to do on that weekend. Then drop in. I'm sure that the people that are going there would appreciate your going and saying hello. Now, there's a big one coming up on the 24th of February. Now, this is the Murray Bridge Expo and Family Day. It's a psychic event, but I believe there are races up in Murray Bridge on the same day. So if you're interested in just touring around, have a look in at Murray Bridge on the Sunday, drop into Morris Road, Murray Bridge, and see if you can find the Murray Bridge Expo and Family Day. This is being run by Leanne Winston. So if you can't find that, tap into Leanne Winston or Murray Bridge Psychic Event, and both of those should come up with information on where it's going to be, the time, and there is a mass of people going to this. So take the time, leave Adelaide for a couple of hours, and go up there and just enjoy a day away. Go up to Murray Bridge and enjoy the day. Call in the pub, have a beer, take in a fair, take in a market, and then head back home again. Check out Manato on the way home. Sounds like a day. Now, we have some psychic development classes that are coming up. The first one is Wendy Simmons. She is doing one from the 22nd of January. Now, we say 22nd of January. She is still taking people in on a regular basis because this is every second Tuesday of the month, or from 7 p.m. until 9 p.m. But you can contact Wendy Simmons on the link that I've left on the page, and be sure to mention that you heard it on my TV Live World Spirit, and she would appreciate to know that her advertising is going well. Now, I work with Wendy. She's been in a lot of markets and a lot of fairs. She's a lovely woman, and she does do a very caring and in-depth course. So please take the time to check out Wendy's page and what she's doing. This is, again, it's about supporting people in your local area. So there is another one coming up on March the 8th and 9th. Now, it's a bit of a runner because there's a few things coming up in March. There's a couple of markets, a couple of fairs. We've got a spiritual and wellness fair in March. There's a psychic market in the city, but that will all be probably advertised more next week. But Speak Up and the Gathering of Women is being done by Joan Carpenter. Now, this is at the Farm for Wellbeing at Flaxley in the Hills. It's not much further than Mount Barker, so it's not really that far up the highway. Easy to get to. I've been to the farm and it's a beautiful area. It's got those lovely hill breezes going through. And there's some spaces up there that you can stay if you have to. I'm not sure how they're doing with the building, but I know they do have some small amount of accommodation. So if you happen to be a woman, then Speak Up, Speak Out. A Gathering of Women is probably what you're looking for. That's a good way to get in touch with the feminine side. Now I'm going to put that into the comments as well, so you'll have a connection to send off to Joan Carpenter and let her know where you heard about it so that she knows. Now also we have, I'll put that up in the comments as well. If you happen to be watching this in replay, then most of the time you'll find that the links will appear at about the same time as I'm talking about them. Now, the psychic development evenings started January 29th with Jerry and Catherine Birch. Now, you can check it out. I believe they have regular development evenings, so I'm not sure whether this is a one-off or a 10-week thing, but you're more than welcome to check out Catherine Birch's page. And, oh, there it is. You're willing to check out Catherine's page. And if you're interested in the psychic development evenings and this lot's been closed out, leave Catherine a message and just tell her that you're interested on the off chance that they are going to start up another one soon. Now, I know that Lidwina Masters does a regular, around a 6 to 10 week. Most often it's 10 week. So I'll put that in the comments as well. Now, the last one Lidwina started will be finishing shortly, and the development course starts March 24th. So it's not that far away, and it's probably best that you contact Lidwina promptly. She can only take small numbers, so generally around the 6 to 10 people. So if you miss out, you might have to wait a few months to get into the next one. So give Lidwina a tingle or just catch her on the Facebook page and let her know that you're interested in the development circle, and you can ask her how much she's charging and see whether there's spaces there for you to be a part of. Now, if you're interested in doing the interviews, there's 2 lots. We're always looking for people who have a variety of interview subjects. We're looking at the moment for people who are doing handmade stuff, perhaps energy work in the sense of Reiki or anything new, 7 rays, the 7 energy fields, the chakra work, any of those that are interested in doing regular interviews, which will be local. We try to do these free of charge if we can. When it gets a bit too much and we get overloaded, then we start charging because we have to, there's a lot of work goes into them. Now, also, if you do well in the interviews and you find that you would like to spread your wings a bit further, you can pay a regular fee per month, and then we move that over, and you then have the opportunity of going onto My Time TV, at least My Time TV, and then it goes off to the Binge network and goes all over the world. So you have the opportunity of becoming well known overseas without ever having to leave your home. So long as the subject matter is applicable to people anywhere in the world, and you have a good camera, good sound, good internet, and a place to work from, then the chances are that you can be transmitting to the world in no time flat. Now, there is an event coming up on the 23rd of February. This was sent in to me, so I'm loving this. Deb Marudo down the coast sent me this in. There is a wellness and wellbeing fair, which is down in Mount Gambier. Now, I've got a link here that I will put in so that you can check it out. It's an opportunity if you're down in Millicent, Mount Gambier, down along the Coorong, any of those, or you know somebody that's down that way, well, let them know that the Wellness and Wellbeing Fair is being held in Mount Gambier on the 23rd of February, and that that should be an excellent event. And normally it's desperate to get people to go down stallholders. So if you miss this year, put it on the calendar, and hopefully next year you will have the opportunity to partake in that particular fair. I'm actually thinking about going down there with Moon and Mars and just having a go at that one, because I haven't done Mount Gambier and Millicent and that area. It'd be something to look forward to. Share with your friends and family. Let them know that we are in and available. If you know of a market that's coming up that is related to health, wellness, veganism, paganism, any of those, please let us know, and we can try and promote them as much as possible. We do want to increase the availability of the spiritual and wellness aspects to as many people as we possibly can. Now, let us know where you're going to be and when you're going to be there so that we can promote you or promote the fair that you are going to. There's often little school ones that do weekend markets for good cause and charity. You're welcome to have those mentioned as well. I don't mind that. We'd like to stretch this out to an hour and bring as much information as we can. But at the moment, a half an hour does it. That's right. Now, this is where I am. So if you have any information, if you have a course, a presentation coming up, you're going to be at a fair or a market, please contact that, and I'll even link that in there just to give you a place to check into and make us know. But we need to know at least Wednesday to Thursday before the show goes to air. Otherwise, it's just I haven't got time to put it into the listings. So those are all the fairs that we have for February and a couple for March. Now, I know that on the 30th and 31st, there is the Spiritual and Wellness Fair in Nuriupa at the Soldiers Memorial Hall. So if you have people down in that area, please let them know that they are coming and that it's a good day. It's actually going for 2 days. So if you have some time, go out of Adelaide. It's an hour down the road. Call into Newry, check out Newry, have lunch at the hotel, or support the Tea Tree Gully Rotary because they're doing food at the Soldiers Memorial Hall for the fair. They would love to see you there and supporting them as well. So that's one of the ones coming up. Also, there is the 16th in the city. That will be the Adelaide Psychic Fair. That's at Flinders Street. That will be a 2-day event as well. That goes generally from 10 o'clock until 3 o'clock. So if you're in there in the city wandering around looking for something to do, then that's probably something that would interest you. If you're looking for some crystals or having a quick reading, catch up with what's going on, pick up some incense or some other gear, maybe listen to some Tibetan bowls or getting some Reiki or energy work done, then drop into Flinders Street and check out the market in there. So unfortunately, I've about come to the end of the wind that I'm carrying, and I don't like to drag on and just try and make up a half an hour for the sake of doing it. So if at any time you got anything, let me know and we can stretch this out longer. But at the moment, I'm going to say that thank you very much. Namaste. Have a very good weekend. If at any time you feel the urge to leave a message, either in the comments, in replay, or on the Moon and Mars page, please, I'm always open to comments on how we can improve, people that we can contact. Any of that is good for me. So thank you very much. I'll put the sign up and then I'm going to close out. So have a good weekend, people. I hope you have a great week, and I hope the sun is always shining on your back.